All right, hey guys, today's gonna be the first video in the new office. It's still kind of messy, so everything you can't see below the camera is just boxes, papers, cords, and cables everywhere. So bear with me. But today's video, we're going to go over the M&P Shield 9mm Easy. It's a gun that I use with my students, so I figured I'd do a review on it for you. So if this is something that interests you, please keep watching. Okay, yes, like I said, so this is a video on the M&P 9mm Easy. This firearm here, we have a clear firearm. There's no magazines in the area. Nope, there's no magazines in the area. All right, so this here's a 9mm handgun, 9mm Luger. It can also shoot standard ammunition and plus P ammunition. It cannot do plus P plus, or whatever that it's called. It can't do that, but it can do plus P. So some of the features on this firearm, it has a tactile load chamber indicator, which is, let's see if we can get this here. It's like this little guy here. So once a round is chambered, if a round was in there, it'll be slightly raised. So this is kind of good as a bedside gun. If you feel for your firearm in the dark, you can always know the condition of your firearm. And it also has a manual thumb safety here. All right, I'm not really a fan of those unless it's on the 1911, but it is what it is. And it has, I should find the magazines, because on the magazines it has load assist tabs on the side. I'll get a video of those. It has load assist tabs on the magazine to help you kind of get it in to load your rounds a little bit better. And it also has a takedown lever. So if any of you guys ever shoot the Glock, and you know how difficult it can be sometimes to take it apart, and then you have to pull the trigger, this one here, as in the name, is super easy. You take that lever there, right here, you pull it straight down. Now, when you release the slide, make sure you're not pushing up on this grip safety. So let the slide go forward, pull it off, and your weapon's disassembled. You want to get it back together, you just slide your firearm back on. Make sure you don't depress this button here. All right, and then once it's this way, you just, let's see, you just lock it back to the rear and pick that up, and now you're good. You have a functioning weapon. So also, like I said, has this grip safety. So there's no trigger safety on it, but there is a grip safety and a thumb safety. All right. Now this firearm comes with 2 magazines, 8 round capacity. So you get 8 plus 1. The reason that I chose this firearm for students is sometimes I have females or people in my class that is their first time shooting, and they don't have the strength to manipulate a standard slide. So this slide is a little bit easier. It's super light. And then for the females with smaller hands, since it's a single stack, it's easier for them to get a good purchase on the firearm. So, I tested out with my daughter. She was able to get her hands on a little bit better. My girlfriend was able to get her hands on a little bit better as well. So, that's what kind of sold me on the firearm. And then with this firearm, I got I'm not even gonna try to say the name of it, but it's basically a Pelican Case. And I got the wrong case. Hold on one second. So I purchased the firearm. It came with this case here. What is that? Plano. So it came with this case, and it was actually the same price for the firearm standard or with this kit here. So in this kit, which is actually able to travel with because it does have holes so that you can lock the case, so you can use this to travel with your firearm. So inside this case came with a 11-inch cable, lime green. It also came with some Walker iPro. Where are they? They're right there. Came with some Walker iPro and Walker Ear Pro, and then it came with the bore snake, which is right here. So I figured, you know, if it was the same price, why not get some little extra goodies? You know, I might have a student that forgot to bring the Ear Pro or forgot to bring the iPro, so we have something that we can hand somebody, you know, in case they need it. And it's a pretty good sturdy case, so, you know, why not? All right. So some of my findings when using this firearm is I want to say that it shoots low. And the reason that I want to say it shoots low is I'll show you some targets. I had to aim about here to get shots here, but I'm thinking that because I shoot a 1911 and the way I shoot the 1911 is I ride my thumb along the safety here. So I ride my thumb along the top, because if you ever shot a 1911, you know, if you have your thumb down here, the recoil can come back and you can accidentally put the firearm on safe. So I've always rode the top of the safety like this to make sure it stays down. But I'm also thinking that that downward pressure of me pushing on my thumb, if you can see this here, just kind of push the nose down of the barrel down a little bit. So I might need to, you know, not put as much pressure down on this thumb safety, and then that'll probably get my rounds where they should be. But until I figure it out, you know, get a few more rounds behind it myself, I'll just make sure to aim a little bit higher. And let's see here. So like I said before, it's a narrow grip, so I don't really care for it, but it is a narrow grip. It's probably really good to conceal. And then also on the conceal part of it, the sights, the rear sights are very smooth and the front sights are very smooth. So you're not really going to snag on your clothing, you know, while you're going in the holster. And so like I said, it has 8 rounds plus one in the mag, single stack with the load assist tabs on the magazine. And the slide release, slide lock here is a little stiff. So you might want to practice, or you might just want to pull the fire, you know, rack the slide to the rear, or I'm sorry, pull the slide to the rear to chamber around. I'm still in the habit of pushing down with my thumb. But like I said, it's a little stiff, but you know, with some practice you can get it. And we talked about the thumb safety. We talked about field stripping and the grip safety. The mag release button here, it is reversible, so you can just pop this pin. You can pop this pin and reverse the mag release to the right hand side if you're a left-handed shooter. Oh, and it also has these rear slide serrations. We'll have to do a close-up picture, but these rear slide serrations so that you can get a good purchase on it. And it flares out at the end. Let me get out of the way of this barrel. But it flares out at the end so that you can really get a good purchase on it. So it's super easy to rack back. You can do it with a couple of fingers. And it's also hammer fired, even though it's no external hammer. Let's see here. We will take this down really quick. All right, so you can see the hammer come up. Let's see here if we can get it to come. We got to get the grip safety on. So this here is the hammer here. So this is what strikes the firing pin. So it's not a striker fire, but also a hammer fire. All right. So the reason this firearm was kind of thought of is that, you know, we all get old. People have different medical issues. People are just born different sizes. Like my daughter's not my size. And there's a whole market of people out there that, you know, just need a firearm that's a little bit easier to manipulate, rack, and operate. So they came out with the Easy line. I think they came out with a 308 or 38. I think it was a 38 or something. I don't know. I'll post it right here. They came out with another firearm before the 9mm, and then the 9mm came out, and people kind of flocked to it. This firearm does also have a rail. Now you can get them without the thumb safety, and I thought about it, but because I normally carry Glocks just because it's easy to find stuff for and I have the most time behind it, I've kind of wanted something with a thumb safety so that I can show students what a thumb safety is, what a grip safety is, and just, something that they can manipulate in class. Oh, and I don't know if I said it, but it does have a light rail here, or accessory rail. So that is the M&P 9mm Shield Easy. You'll see some video of me shooting it here or here. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll give you guys a tour of the office once I get everything set up. This camera that you're seeing here is the camera I've always used, but it's going to end up becoming camera 2. I already have camera 3 right there above my dual display. I'm going to have camera 1 right here. If you see me looking off over here, I have a whiteboard here with some notes up, but camera 1 is going to go here. And so I already have some gear, so I'm going to be using this ATM Mini Pro. I'll be able to use it to switch between cameras as we're talking. I already have let's see if we can see it here. We'll just turn the camera. So I have audio equipment there. Please mind my coffee. And I have a Healy mic right there. So, we're going to try to get everything situated so that we can do better videos. So this here will be one setting. I'll remove the couch from our apartment, so the couch is still here with the white wall. My girlfriend's gonna hate it, but we'll have that section there for a little bit more casual seating, and then I might be able to use the outside classroom out here for some other stuff, and I have a conference room table and whatnot. So we'll try to set it up to where we can get a couple of different views out of it. We have some LGB lights up. I don't know if you can kind of see some blue there. You can see that over there. But we're really going to try to set this up. So please be patient, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Now we have